Hello and welcome once again to Agrarian Skies. Last time you'll remember that we had a few things automated so that we had a few more resources. I've since expanded it quite a bit because as you can see in here we have lots of stuff now. I have a nifty setup here that allows us to get gravel, sand, and dust out of these three pulverizers, and it sends everything into this autonomous activator. Gravel and dust are both sent into this one, and sand is sent into this one so that this can also grind stuff up. Now what I'm doing presently is setting it up so that we can get soul sand. That way I can start getting a supply of nether quartz, because I will need nether quartz and nether quartz dust to make things for our ME network. I have a controller, I have drive, I have an access terminal. I actually need drives to go in the drive bays, and I also need more autonomous activators over here. I also need an aqueous accumulator, which is what I'm going to build right now, because I believe I showed that, but I'm not positive that that is the case. But I do have the rest of it all set up, so that's the next thing to do. And since I believe I have all the resources that are required for that, I'm just going to go ahead and make that right now. And one thing that I do need is gold. But the aqueous accumulator is pretty simple to make if we haven't done this before. Machine frame, pneumatic servo, tin ingots, glass, and a bucket. So the pneumatic servo actually needs a redstone dust, some glass, and some iron, which I have. Turn that into those. And I believe it's iron top, bottom, glass on the sides, and that in the middle. There we go. And then we need one machine frame, which is made like that. I actually already have one of these made. And then we need 2 pieces of glass and 2 pieces of tin, which I forgot to keep. And there's 2 of those. And voila. Now here's how this is going to work. Hopefully, anyway. This is going to pop in here. It's going to start making water and start filling these up. Now, once these are all filled, they will start turning into witch water. And once they're turned into witch waters, autonomous activators will activate sand into here. And then once the sand is activated, it will turn into soul sand. Then it will click again, and that click will pop the soul sand out, and then it will just be up to making another little vacuum hopper here and another chest. So we're going to go ahead and make those 2 things now. It looks like it's not going to take much time at all for those to actually fill up with the witch water, so that's good. Okay, the vacuum hopper is obsidian, ender pearl, and a regular hopper. I don't think I have any obsidian right now. Oh, I do have 1, perfect. And I believe I still have 1 extra ender pearl as well, so we don't need to go around killing endermen for that either. I will need to eventually build a grinder, because we do need ender pearls for a lot of these things. And I believe the hopper is made like that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we'll need to make a second chest, which isn't much trouble at all. And what we're going to do for now, well, you know what, actually, I guess we don't need to do that. Let's do this instead. We'll make that blue. We should have, yeah, some extras of these. That can go here. That's pretty centered, I guess. And then we're just going to go ahead and throw this guy right here. And up there like that. And then we have to fix this so that that's coming out. And then we need to change this, I believe, to red. And that should actually pull all these things and throw them into there. So just to check, let's go ahead and toss one. About now. Still no. I guess maybe this one needs to actually be powered too. Let's grab this, make some sticks, lever, and I guess I'll have to put one of these down. Then a lever. Okay, that one. And that should pop into here. And now the only thing that we'll need to change is instead of that, we're going to go ahead and make it be soul sand. So in order to make the autonomous activator, we need 2 of these and 2 of these. Let's go ahead. Look that up. So we need a piston. We need some in-bar. We have neither of those. Okay. Well, we can throw, what is it, nickel and silver, I think? That's what we have here. That's gold. There's some nickel. Oh, okay, there's some dust. 4 of those, and we should have some iron dust somewhere, right? There we go. Okay, that should make us plenty. I don't think any of it will mix with that. We'll go ahead and get rid of the gold just in case, though, because I think it might. That should leave us with 2 extra, and then we'll just have lead and alumite in there. That shouldn't mix with anything. There we go. Okay. One more. Okay, that's plenty of gold left now. And that should be all out of here. Yep, just molten lead. Nowhere to put that because we have a ton of these things. Extra sand. I'm going to just jump this stuff in here because I believe we do need coal melted into graphite bars in order, excuse me, in order to make a big reactor, which would be a cool thing to have at some point. Well, there's plenty in there, but it looks like this is using about as much as it can put out. But it does at least have energy stored, which means we can still access it. The only difference is we need to have drive in here, so that's not quite ready, but it is very close. What were we making here? Invar, right? Oh yeah, plenty now. Okay, let's go ahead and make one of those, and we'll have some more carrots because I'm starting to die. Okay. So what else do we need? Just a servo, a chest, and a piston. So those are all pretty easy to make. We need one of these. We'll need some more iron than what we have. So it can probably be worth it to toss some more of this in here. Because I don't think we have more iron anywhere else. Doesn't look like it anyway. Let's go ahead and make the piston. That there, and I will say the one thing that I do like about these Thinker Constructs tables is that you can just leave whatever you have completed in there, and that's something that you can't do in my RAR pack thing that I really wish you could. Oops. Okay, so the only thing we need is a servo, which we have the glass for. We just need 1 more iron, of course, and 1 more redstone. Okay, it's almost done. And then we'll go ahead and test this to make sure that this activator actually works the way it's supposed to. Zombies are super annoying. Okay. That should be done. Make me a block of iron, and also, I figured I could go ahead and show you this too. We have 2 sheep, or 2 pigs and a cow, a sheep and a chicken. So we have 1 of every animal, and hopefully we'll get some more of the rest. But we do have 2 pigs, which means we can actually start breeding those and getting meat, which would be very helpful. I'm going to completely fill this thing with dirt, fence off the rest of the edges, and then light it up so that nothing evil spawns in there. And that's going to be where we try to get the rest of the animals to spawn, and then I'm going to have the pigs over here, probably the cows in a large area in the back, the sheep over here, or possibly chickens here, and then sheep and cows in the back one. And then it'll just be a matter of setting up some stuff to automate the process of breeding those. We'll get into that later. That's more of a later game thing in my mind. So we have what we need. Let's test out this theory here. Oops. All about the misclicks today. Okay. Let's kill a zombie and then sleep, because this hole, they keep spawning and attacking the door. It's really starting to get annoying. And okay, we're better now. One spawned over here somewhere, somehow. Oh, it's a little baby, of course. Those guys are super annoying. Okay, we'll authorize those guys there, because they're not really annoying. Okay, and then what we're going to do is set that up right there, and then we need to have him go right like that, right? Oak. And need to change this to out. And then I guess it also has to be charged. Oh, I know what it is. This just has to actually collect, right? Yep, there we go. Okay, now let's put sand in here. This should right-click, correct? Aim level, round robin. That should right-click sand into here. Hopefully. Okie dokie. And it would appear that it gets sucked in. Don't know how those got in there. We have regular sand. We should eventually also get soul sand in here. Hopefully. There it is. Okay, so this works. Yeah, I'm a little concerned about how these aren't really going where they need to go. But I'll look into that. Maybe having the hopper somewhere up above, or maybe just closer would work better. But it should be fine. Let's go get me some food before I die, because that would be really sad if we die just by hanging out watching this stuff finish. Okay, that'll at least get me started. That's much better. Okay, we need to start getting some better food here eventually. I'm going to toss those in there. Toss this in here. It's actually the first one of the skeleton heads that we got, unless I put the rest somewhere else. We'll throw this in there, that in there. And so we have some of this nether quartz stuff. But what we need to do now, at least for the time being, to get this stuff started, which it's kind of sad that this is our setup. I'll eventually get something a little bit better. I think part of the problem is that this does not really transmit stuff very quickly. But I will say, we might be able to fix that. I believe it is Invar nuggets and redstone. Let's see real quick. Make some nuggets. That and that. There we go. Okay, so that's a hardened energy conduit instead. That's 400 RF per tick instead of what I believe is, yeah, 80 RF per tick. So this will actually allow us to more rapidly empty. Well, I guess not. That doesn't actually make that any faster. But this is a hardened energy cell, so it should output pretty quickly. I guess maybe it's just the speed at which this can output. Which I guess is only 40. That makes sense. And that's just not very much. So I guess setting up more than one would be more helpful. We'll look into that later. For now, my main concern is just getting the network set up so that we can actually store stuff in here. We can take care of getting the power system sorted later. Perhaps just setting up a couple of lava engines here, because it doesn't seem like that would be a bad thing. Looks like we have plenty of lava coming out of here. It'd probably be possible to just set up 2 of them to 1 lava gen over here, and that would probably be enough. Because this is always full and always full, and it's running, what, 5 of these pulverizers at 40 RF per tick? So this one is able to output enough to charge all of those. Well, some of them aren't being used very much, I guess, but that's a good start at least. That gives us something of an initial setup here. And yeah, we'll have to figure out what to do about that. But for now, we do actually have quite a bit of soul sand over there. And we do have the round robin thing going, so yeah, we should be getting some nether quartz. Perfect. Let me get rid of this. Put this up here. The other thing that we really need to work on is we need to figure out where to put all this stuff, and that's going to be my biggest issue right now, is just finding out what to do with all of these pieces. But I'm going to work on that later. You notice we have lots of other little things in here. We have some alumite, and I actually made this alumite pickaxe. I'm going to eventually go back into the nether, which honestly this thing could take care of most of it. This Ardite level mining thing can actually mine all the Ardite and the cobalt that we found. So there wasn't much, but there was some. And if we actually get all the way to Manulian, we can, well, we can basically make the next set. And then we can start harvesting all the stuff that's in the nether, and then actually have quite a few extra resources. Right now, what I'd like to do is get a little bit more food, because what I have right now, honestly, isn't going to cut it a whole lot. So we're just going to grab... Okay. Take this and this. Bam. I'm going to go ahead and just leave this and this and this and this. And this and this. Not there. Here, I guess. I'd like to have a little more space. It looks like that's not going to happen. Toss as much stuff out as we can, just so we have some room. Toss this here. And nothing's going to go in there. That there. And I guess I'll put the rest of these right here. Okay, that gives a little bit of extra space. I do not want to lose all of the redstone that we have, so I'm just going to toss that and put it in there. And I guess we'll get rid of that and put this over here. That way there's enough space for more of that stuff to go. I'm going to take another trip into the nether real quick, though. And what I'm hoping can happen is we can find some of those things that we need to make Manulian. Because that is going to be what we need to use in order to harvest everything out of the nether. Because you'll notice when we put our thing over this, oh, this is actually nether diamonds. I believe that awakens all of the pigment if we attack this, but... Okay, well, they're not attacking yet, but I get the feeling that they really want to. So, cool thing about this guy is that, yeah, pulverizes into 4 diamonds apiece. The induction smelter can turn it into stuff as well. But yeah, 4 diamonds is pretty good. So that's 8 diamonds between the 2 of those, which diamonds aren't super needed, but yeah, see, like this rutile ore, it needs a Manulian pick in order to harvest it, which we don't have yet, but we are getting there. We have some other gold ore here as well. See, the ores and stuff we don't really need too much of. It's these rarer things that we just can't quite collect that we could really use some more of. And see, he's very angry with me. What's that? Coal, I think? Yeah, another coal. I'm not going to worry about that for now. I don't really need any of that. Our big thing is to try to find cobalt, which it looks like that is up there. and Ardite, which is basically like that orangish reddish thing that we've come across before as well. But yeah, I am pretty sure that that's what that is up there. So let's go see if we can get to that without being attacked by zombie pigmen all the time. That might actually not be cobalt. Looks more like nether lapis ore. Let's go up real quick and we'll find out. Not a big deal. Yeah, it's nether lapis. Not as important. Especially considering we have lots of lapis lying around as well. But I know that there is some out here. And it looks like we're getting into the area where we're no longer being hunted. But we've also run out of places to run to. Oh, that's a rare singed pig zombie of conflagration. Well, he's throwing stuff at me and poisoning me. Nobody wants that, so I'm just going to walk away. Okay, poison lasts for 20 seconds, really? Okay, so we're still on weakness, mining fatigue, nausea, and slowness. For some reason or another. Oh, I know why. It's just because we're so close to dead. Okay, so we're going to have to try to stay away from him. And also keep our eyes out for the ghast, which I think we can zoom out far enough to see where he is. Not close by, that's for sure. Okay, first thing I need to do, I should really make a waypoint out here. And also hope that none of these zombies are on me. Looks like they've all been given up, which is good. What just happened there? Okay. This is cobalt right here. Wait, we need a cobalt pick in order to harvest cobalt? Okay, so I guess we need to find Ardite and make something out of Ardite first. Oh, I bet you it's this guy right here. Yeah, of traps. Jeez, oh man, all of these guys have crazy stuff going on. Okay, there's Ardite right there, though. I can see it. We just have to get to it and hope that no one attacks us. Doom Skull? Okay. All of this stuff is really starting to freak me out. Let's see if we can just get close enough. And more slowness, of course. Okay, I think we need one more Ardite first. Let's see if I can find one. That looks like one right here, right? Yeah, okay. If we could get one more, that would be awesome. We probably won't be able to, and I'll probably die trying to find a third one because I'm greedy, but I'm going to at least give it a shot, right? See if there's anything close by, and then we'll head back to the portal. I want to try to keep it within range. Geez, oh man, that slowness lasts forever. Okay. Let's get back there before anything terrible happens to us. We'll melt the Ardite down, we'll make a slightly better pickaxe, and then we'll be ready to harvest cobalt. And then once we have the cobalt harvested, trying desperately to stay away from all of these things. Oh, we got it. Oh, he's throwing more cobwebs on me. Oh, come on, he dropped something. There we go. Interesting. Ooh, there's more Ardite over there too. Let's go and grab this real quick before we go too. That's awesome. Very rarely do you actually see two of them together. Okay, that's a total of 10 Ardite ingots, which I think should be enough for us to make a pickaxe and then some. That'll be good. There we go. Alright, well, it's working. It doesn't seem to be putting much down there, does it? I guess it's slowly adding up. Okay. Alright, I think considering how long this probably took, we're just going to go ahead and end it here. But thank you for watching. Next time, I'll probably play some more of the RAR pack. I've still been doing some more stuff there, setting up a couple more things. Actually, something similar to the pulverizing station that I have here, but more for the sake of trying to get myself some glass, so sand and stuff like that. But yeah, so we got a couple of things going on. But then our next episode here will probably include taking care of some things like getting the ME network set up, getting a better power supply set up, and then moving forward from Ardite into cobalt, and then from cobalt into manylium, and then we'll be ready to go. So that's the plan. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.